What's up, guys? We're back. As you can tell, I'm a little filthy, but been working hard with Levi on making this downpipe for the van. Surprisingly, we had a little hiccup for about 5 minutes, but we got it figured out with this right here. This will root it out all the way down to about right here, so then we'll be good to rock these straights. My sister came over. I helped her out doing some brakes, so it's already about 11 o'clock right now at night. Morning, so I'm going to call it tonight. We got that done. We'll have to put a couple marks on these, get them oriented right, do some welding, throw some V-bands on those, and maybe tomorrow we'll actually be able to get pretty close on finishing the exhaust. I do have to find one more bung for an O2, and unfortunately on this cold side pipe I thought we had it good, but it's hitting the slave cylinder right here. So we're definitely going to have to modify this because that's a no-go, especially with these being plastic and they flex with a heavy clutch. I do not want to snap that or cause any issues there. So we're going to have to suck this in somewhere so it's not hitting that. That's a minor inconvenience, unfortunately, but yeah, other than that, I just want to make a quick little update because I did not do an intro to this until now. I just want to get stuff done. To be honest with you, I've been slacking a little bit, and now it's time to get down to work, so I just wanted to knock this out and actually get a little progress done on the van. So I'm out of breath, so I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get home, take a shower, eat some dinner, and I'll pick back up here with you tomorrow when hopefully we'll be able to hear this thing with a full 3-inch exhaust. Stay tuned. Alright, y'all, we're back. It's the next day, and we're working a little bit more on the exhaust, getting everything mocked up where we want to do like our flex pipe and our V-bands. So playing around a little bit with that. Will's doing a little bit of tacking, so I'm gonna do some filming and see what we got going on. It's gonna be your best piece yet, bud. Probably. Y'all, so this is the place we figured we'd put this flex joint. That way it's closest to the actual turbo flange as possible. That way it's flexing there, not under the car.
Pretty good.
It's not bad, yeah.
Alright, let's hold it again.
So we'll refit this. We'll cut a little bit off this 45, butt it up to that. And then after that, we'll be to the straight section. And it should be smooth sailing, hopefully. Alright, there's the downpipe coming straight off of the turbo manifold. There ain't no O2 housing on that. That gave us a lot more clearance. Otherwise, it kicked us right into this K-member here. But yeah, it's coming down through there. It's a little tight between there, unfortunately. This can move over a little bit, but it's only like an inch distance anyways that they're even close to each other, so I think we'll be all right. It is a pretty big intercooler. But anyways, it's coming down. We added this flex joint here, kicked it, and picked it up. We got a good inch or two along through here, so we're pretty good. And it's going to go straight out the back to, see if you can see. Right there, there's a bumper cut out. So that's what I'm aiming for. Hopefully we won't have no problems with it interfering with that rear axle deal back there. We'll find out later. We might have to arch it up in there and figure something out. Maybe self-clearance the pipe. Bill's been welding on this thing here. We still got to add the V-band and do the whole back section. But he's got this whole ordeal tigged up. Got the flange. Turned out real nice. So we still got to add an O2 and a wideband bung. I went ahead and picked them up already, so I'll probably have to toss this back in, mark the locations we'll need to put the sensors, pull it back out, then put the bungs in, and while we're doing that, we'll probably go ahead and do the V-band as well. But yeah, we're just going to keep on knocking this stuff out and see how far we can get. Looking good. I need to sneak in here.
I was say, don't touch that.
Alright.
That thing's hot right now.
Back purged. Is it too small? Damn, it blows a perfect hole though, don't it?
Yeah, I've done 100 amps this time. I should have went straight to what I'm doing, which is 225 and just send it.
It's not bad though. It's pretty close. Step bit will probably take that out.
That's what I'm gonna get a 3/4 step bit.
Yeah, I think there's some on that table over there. So this is where we're going to be putting the wideband. I think that's going to be the best clearance we have, and it's above the center line, or right at the center line anyways. So we shouldn't have to worry about moisture getting in it and killing the sensor. And we'll probably be putting the O2 sensor somewhere right in here. Mind you, we don't have the O2 housing, so this is our new O2 housing. So it's going to be basically stock location. I'm dying. I don't know if y'all can see me. It's about to rip this thing out of my hand. Really? So it takes that whole step bit.
Yeah, I ain't even all the way through yet, but you could do it right there.
That's perfect, really. Whew. Sick. Also went and cut off the factory mounts off the stock exhaust, so we can reuse these to mount, and we can cut whatever we need to tack to the exhaust, the new exhaust, so we can hold it up. Figure this would be the easiest solution instead of trying to find some metal to bend. But yeah, we're getting there. Let's try this method again. Boom, perfect.
Right there?
We can try it. That's wild.
Proper way to drill O2.
It's so quick, and you don't kill bits. All right, y'all, just crawled up under the van, got everything fitted back up and bolted in, and I'll show you what we got going on. Let's see here. As you can see, let's get that to lighten up a little bit for you. Yeah. All right, there you go. It's bolted in. We got plenty of clearance all the way around. We got our flex in. The wideband is going to clear just fine. We got plenty of room on that. The O2's clear as well. So glad that turned out good. Got the V-band in here. We might add another one right here before this rear axle section. That way it's just a little bit easier to remove. That way we don't have to drag 16 foot of pipe all the way out the back. But this is pretty much where it's going to lay out. As you can see, we still got room between all this. We'll have to make our hangers obviously still to make sure this is rigid and not rattling around down here. The only thing I'm kind of semi worried about is if this rear axle raises, you know, if we take this thing off any sweet jumps. It's kind of level. Not really. It sits about an inch or so below the actual bump stop there. But I jacked this thing all the way up, and it was still a good 6 inches away from that bump stop, so we should be all right. Yeah, as you can see, it's all the way. Crawl out from under here. It's all the way out the back now. Obviously, we got to cut that to length, but there it is. We'll have to do a little bit more welding in this section back here once we add that V-band, just to make this a 3-piece removable exhaust. Also, if you look right here, it doesn't come out the cutout perfectly. It's cutout's about right there, and it's sitting here. So when we add that other V-band, we can caulk the V-band just a hair inside the pipe, and that will correct that right there. So we should be good. But I think it's going to sound sick for what we're going with the van. I mean, obviously it's going to be a sleeper, but at the same time, I kind of just want this thing to stand out, at the, you know, not so much, but like someone's driving beside me or something down the road, and they hear a little whistle coming from the exhaust, so they start to question themselves. So, because I mean, with the tile blow off valve, I doubt it'll be that loud. We'll see. But it's about 8:30 right now. I might go ahead and call it for tonight. Get home early. It's been bad. I ain't been getting in bed till about 9 a.m. and I didn't even sleep last night. I'm running on no sleep. I am filthy. I need to go take a shower. So we'll probably button this thing up tomorrow, get all the final welds done. And next clip you'll see is probably going to be us starting it, hearing it. As of right now, I do not know if I'm going to take it out on the road just yet. As soon as it's done, I would love to fix the power steering first, just before I destroy the rack or the pump. I don't have a belt on it, but I just don't like everything sitting dry. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the night, go home, chill. I guess we'll pick up here tomorrow, and hopefully we'll finish it. All right, y'all, peep this unit here. I put this intake manifold on because, like I said in that last clip, we do not, well, the pipe does not fit with that slave cylinder there. So I said, instead of remaking this 3 times, we'll just make it 1 more time and make it work with this manifold, because I plan to put it on anyways. But with this, there's a whole bunch of problems that I'm having. So this fuel rail's not fitting right. I don't know if it's even made for it, but I got it working. I'm pretty sure I've wrecked all the O-rings, so it's going to spray fuel most likely. But with good news, oh shit, the downpipe is in, got the gasket in, all the V-bands are tight. As you can see, O2's in, wideband's in, V-band's tight, going all the way out the back. We will have to trim it to fit, and I will also have to trim the bumper cut out to raise this up some, because it's hitting there. And we want obviously as much clearance as we can with this rear axle. So between the bumper cut and our hangers, hopefully we'll get that perfect. Oh shit. But as for now, I guess we're gonna go ahead and try and start this thing. If it doesn't catch fire with all the fuel that it's about to spray. We ain't got a fire extinguisher. Doubt it'll catch fire if it's just a little quick spritz. Alright, fingers crossed up. Damn, safety glasses would be clutch right now. Because it shouldn't spray just priming it. It shouldn't spray just priming it, because it's the bottom O-rings. So it's probably going to have to turn on before we know. Alright, so far so good. Oh, hold on. Good thing I didn't prime. I ain't even got the feed line hooked up. It didn't. There's no fuel coming to the front. Little ghetto fixed, plug this vacuum line. I don't know if you might have to have a clutch in. Pretty sure I got the switch set up.
Be a shame. We'll see.
That's sick, it works though.
I'm gonna get all up in this monster truck.
I just get ready to cut it when you see me start screaming with my eyes covered in fuel. Power steering is square.
Ready?
Yeah. Ooh. Well, she's pissed about something. Try it one more time. I'm not seeing no fuel squirting yet. Let's go back here and see what we got. Look at her chopping, bud. It's so weird being able to hear it now out the back, because it sounds completely different from the front. You can hear shit noise-wise, and I'm like, it wasn't there before. Well, we got a lot of tidying up left to do with this thing. Like I said, I just want to get it all buttoned up. And I'm trying to have its first debut at Streetcar Takeover Bristol. So we got to remake this pipe steel, do a lot of wiring, figure out this issue. I got a Boomba fuel rail, so I might toss that on and see if it mounts better, and find an adapter for the stock fuel line. Yeah, other than that, this pipe should be super simple, just 90 straight down off that, and come straight up to that. But yeah, that's probably going to be it for this video. I'm really stoked on the way it sounds. It's pretty aggressive. It's going to be pretty dope being able to see a van rolling down the road sounding like that. I went ahead and I ordered the adapters to make the power steering work in this thing. So here in the next few days, I'm going to get this all tidied up, get the power steering working. And we might actually be able to take this thing out on the road and get a couple pulls in. I had to get the wideband wired up and everything like that just to double check that the tune's safe. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And until next time, peace.
I'm done living life with the lights out.